So in this class we again discuss one more tutorial. So without wasting time, moving to our first problem. Calculate the dynamic viscosity of an oil which is used for lubrication between a square plate size zero point 0.8 into 0.8 meter and an inclined plane with angle of inclination 30 degree. The weight of square plate is 100 Newton and it slides down the inclined plane with a uniform velocity of 0.3 meter per second. The thickness of oil film is 1.5 mm. So the dimension of this plate is given as 0.8 into 0.8 meter. The angle of inclination given as 30 degree, and uh, the weight of the plate is 300 Newton and it slide down the inclined plane with a uniform velocity. Velocity is given as 0.3 meter per second. Now because the plane is inclined, so there will be a horizontal component and vertical component of force. So we need this downward component of the force, that will be equal to weight into cos theta. So the angle will be, this angle is 30 degree. So for a vertical component the angle will be 90 minus 3 theta. So this angle will be 60 degree. Now area of plate will be its dimension is given as 0.8 into 0.8, so this area is 0.64 meter square. The angle of plate is 30 degree. The weight of plate is 300 Newton and velocity is 0.3 meter per second. Now thickness of oil film means dy. This is plate and this one is solid surface. So the distance between this plate and the solid surface is 1.5 mm, or we can say 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Now let the viscosity of fluid between plate and inclined plane is mu. Now the component of weight W along the plane means the vertical component will be W cos theta. So W is the weight of the plate, that is equal to 300 Newton into cos theta. So the final value of vertical component of weight is 150 Newton. So this weight is one form of force, so this is equal to shear force. Now shear stress is equal to force per unit area, and now force we have already calculated as 150 Newton and area is 0.64 meter square. So if we put value force and area in this equation, then we can calculate the value of shear stress, that is equal to 150 upon 0.64 Newton per meter square. Now to calculate the viscosity of the fluid, we can use Newton law of viscosity. Here we have calculated value of this shear stress tau. Now du is the difference in velocity of top and bottom layer of the fluid. um, as you can see in the diagram, the inclined surface is stationary and this plate is moving with a velocity of 0.3. So the difference in velocity will be 0.3 minus 0, so du will be equal to 0.3. Similarly dy is distance between the plate and the solid surface. It means the thickness of the oil layer placed between the plate and the solid surface, that is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So if we put value of du and dy in this equation and of course tau, then we can calculate the value of viscosity, and the final value of viscosity is 11.7 poise. Now moving to second problem. The dynamic viscosity of oil used for lubrication between a shaft and sleeve is 6 poise. The shaft is of diameter 0.4 meter and rotate at 190 round per minute. Calculate the power lost in the bearing for a sleeve length of 90 mm. The thickness of the oil film is 1.5 mm. So thickness of oil film is given as 1.5. It means dy equal to 1.5, and the length of the sleeve is given 90 mm, and the rpm is given as 190, equal to 190. So with the help of rpm we can and diameter we can calculate the angular velocity of the shaft, and so to solve this problem the mu is given as 6 poise. So convert it into SI unit, that will be equal to 0.6 Newton second per meter square. The diameter of shaft is 0.4 meter and speed is 190 rpm. The length is 90 mm, again convert it into meter, that will be equal to 90 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. The thickness of oil film is 1.5 mm, or we can say 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So the velocity of the shaft will be, and the diameter is given, rpm is given. So with the help of diameter and rpm we can calculate the tangential velocity of shaft. Then it will be equal to pi dn upon 60. Here d is diameter of the shaft and n is round per minute. So if we put value of these parameters, the final value of velocity is 3.98 meter per second. Now again we can use Newton law of viscosity. Now the du is, the shaft is moving with a velocity, the shaft is moving with a velocity of 3.98 meter per second, and the sleeve is stationary. So the du will be equal to 3.98 minus the velocity of sleeve, that is equal to 0. So u minus 0, that then du will be equal to 3.98 meter per second. Similarly dy is the thickness of the fluid placed between shaft and the sleeve, and that is given in the problem as 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So after putting value of mu, du and dy in this equation, then the value of shear stress will be 1592 Newton per meter square. So this is shear stress on shaft. Now the shear force will be equal to the shear stress into area, because we know shear stress is equal to force per unit area, and after rearranging we can say this force will be equal to shear stress into area. Now we have already calculated shear stress. The area we can calculate because the length of the shaft and its diameter is given. So with the help of these we can calculate the area, that will be equal to pi dl. So shear stress 1592 multiply by area, that is pi dl. So if we put value of these parameters, the final value of shear force will be equal to 180.05 Newton. Now torque on the shaft. The torque on the shaft will be equal to force multiplied by d by 2. Here d is diameter of the shaft. So put the value, and then the torque will be 36.01 Newton meter. Now to calculate the power, and the power will be equal to torque multiplied by this tangential velocity. This torque is T, and this omega equal to pi n by 60. So this power is equal to torque into this angular velocity. This will be equal to 2 pi into n, number of rotation, and this n is in unit of meter, round per minute. So to convert it into second, you need to divide this by 60. So this will give in terms of second. So this will be torque, or you can say 2 pi nt upon 60 watt. So power loss will be equal to 2 pi n upon 60. So if you put all the value in this equation, the final value of power loss due to this shear force is equal to 716.48 watt. Now moving to next problem. In this problem, if the velocity profile of a fluid over a plate is parabolic, while the vertex 20 centimeter from the plate, where the velocity is 120 centimeter per second, calculate the velocity gradient and shear stress at a distance of 0, 10, 20 centimeter from the plate. If the viscosity of the fluid is 8.5 poise. So the viscosity is given, you need to calculate the shear stress, velocity gradient and shear stress at a distance of 0, 10 and 20 centimeter from the plate. It means this is plate, so 0, 10 and 20 centimeter from this plate. The velocity is given, the velocity is given, and so this distance is given 20 centimeter. So the distance of vertex from plate is 20 centimeter. So this one is 20 centimeter. This velocity at vertex is 120 centimeter per second, and viscosity is 8.5 poise. So convert it into SI unit. So that will be equal to 0.85 Newton second per meter square. Now the velocity profile is parabolic, and equation of parabolic velocity profile will be equal to u equal to ay square plus by plus c. Now in this equation, a, b and c are constant. Now to solve the value of these constant, that is a, b and c, we need three boundary conditions. So first boundary condition is at y equal to 0, u equal to 0. Because at y equal to 0, the layer which is in contact with this solid surface having 0 velocity due to no slip condition. So the velocity of first layer will be 0. So at y equal to 0, this u will be 0. Similarly, at y equal to 20, at the uppermost layer, the velocity is given as 120 centimeter per second. So at y equal to 20, the velocity is 120 centimeter per second. So this 120 centimeter per second is the maximum velocity. So at maximum velocity, the du by dy will be equal to 0, or we can say at y equal to 20, this du by dy equal to 0, because u is maximum velocity and which is constant. So this du by dy will be equal to 0, because the differentiation of some constant value will be equal to 0. And that velocity is 120 centimeter per second. So differentiation of this value will be equal to 0. Now if we put these boundary condition, for example, if you put first boundary condition in this equation, so at y equal to 0, the u equal to 0, then this, if we put this value in this equation, then c will be equal to 0. Similarly, for second boundary condition, at y equal to 20, this velocity equal to 120 centimeter per second. So if we put this value in this equation, then the final equation will be this one, and if we differentiate this equation, then we will get du by dy equal to 2ay plus b, and c is already 0. So if we put third boundary condition in this equation, then we will get this equation. So we already calculated value of c. Now we have to calculate value of a and b with the help of these two equations. So now solve these two equations to calculate value of a and b. So after solving these two equations, the value of a and b are this one. So if we put the value of a, b and c in velocity profile equation, then the final value of velocity profile will be u equal to minus 0.3 y square plus 12y. Now the velocity gradient will be equal to, if we differentiate this equation, so this is the velocity profile equation, and if we differentiate this equation, then we can calculate du by dy. So differentiate this equation, then we get this equation. Now we have to calculate this velocity gradient at y equal to 0, y equal to 10 and y equal to 20. So first put y equal to 0 in this equation, then this velocity gradient will be this one, 20 per second. Similarly, if we put y equal to 10 in this equation, then du by dy at y equal to 10, we will get this answer equal to 6 per second. And if we put y equal to 20, then du by dy will be equal to 0. In the second part, we also need to calculate shear stress. So we know shear stress equal to mu time du by dy. So du by dy for three value of y we already calculated. So if we multiply these value by its viscosity, we can calculate the shear stress at y equal to 0, y equal to 10 and y equal to 20. So the final value are shear stress at y equal to 0 equal to 10.2 Newton per meter square, and shear stress at y equal to 10 is equal to 5.1 Newton per meter square, and shear stress at y equal to 20 equal to 0. So now moving to our last problem. A 15 centimeter diameter vertical cylinder rotate concentrically inside another cylinder of diameter 15.110 centimeter. Both cylinders are 25 centimeter high. The space between the cylinders is filled with a liquid whose viscosity is unknown. If a torque of 12 Newton meter is required to rotate the inner cylinder at 100 rpm, determine the viscosity of the fluid. So again we have to calculate the value of viscosity. The diameter of inlet and outlet cylinder are given as 15 centimeter and 15.10 centimeter. So convert this value in centimeter, that will be equal to 0.15 meter and 0.151 meter. The length of the cylinder is given as 25 centimeter, that is equal to 0.25 meter. The torque is given as 12.0 Newton meter. Now speed is given as 100 rpm. So this rpm can be converted. So with the help of this rpm and the diameter, we can calculate the tangential velocity. This tangential velocity equal to pi d n upon 60. Here d is diameter of the cylinder and n is rpm. So if we put these values, the final tangential velocity of the cylinder will be equal to 0.7854 meter per second. Now surface area of cylinder is A equal to pi d into L. Now the diameter is known, the length of the cylinder is also known. So with the help of this we can calculate surface area, and its value equal to 0.1178 meter square. Now finally use this Newton law of viscosity. Now the diameter of these two pipes are given. So with the help of these two diagram, that is the difference between their radius can give thickness of the fluid enclosed between these two cylinders. So this dy can be calculated as this: the difference in diameter divided by 2, because we are using diameter. If we use radius, then we have no requirement to divide it by 2. So this will be the thickness of the fluid layer enclosed between these two cylinder, and this velocity in which one cylinder is stationary and another one is rotating with an angle, with an speed of 100 rpm. So we can calculate du. This the velocity we have calculated, this one. The velocity is 0.7854 minus one cylinder is stationary 0, so du will be equal to 0.7854. so if we put all these value in this equation, this will be the value of shear stress. Now again, the shear force will be equal to shear stress into area. Shear stress we have already calculated, and area, where is the area? This one, 0.1178, the area is given. So if we put this value in this equation, finally we can calculate the shear force. Now torque is equal to force into d by 2. D is diameter. This force we have already calculated, and diameter is also known. So if we put all these values, finally we can calculate the value of mu, and this value of mu is equal to 8.64 poise. So this is end of today's tutorial. Thank you.